circumcision.
Oh,
by
yeah?
the way. Yeah, because it's like two
Good to
tones.
know.
Anyways, hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to I Don't Know Though.
No.
Season 2!
That's where we're starting.
That is where we're starting.
That's good. Really captures our tone.
Yeah, this is
Our
my show.
sophisticated, realistic.
Yeah, this is my show, so we can talk about whatever we want, Noah. Yeah. I don't have to hold back on my dick jokes.
Amy's not here.
Yeah, Amy, get out of here. Mrs. Ghost, nice to see you. I'm sure your dress you're wearing is nice today. Wait, did your mom wear dresses?
She's not listening. Yeah, I mean, she
dresses.
would. No, not really, though.
She's not really a dress gal.
She a pants and t-shirt.
Yeah,
she's a low-down suburban mom.
Yeah, you're... next time you're in town, and we'll talk. We'll like exchange glances.
Yeah, like there might be a nod or something. Mm-hmm. There won't be any like words.
Yeah.
She won't say hello.
Amy. Like I like Amy. I just we just don't have a lot to talk about.
No, she has never said that, but you imply it a lot, I like to follow along.
I'm sure Amy and I locked in a room together would have a very uncomfortable silence for
a bit,
for a long time. I don't know if I could just talk to your mom.
That's fair. But like if I was trying to think of like what could you guys like relate upon, I'm like, my mom doesn't do anything. Like what? Like I can't think of something that I'm like, oh yeah, just talk to her about this. Like you'll get along.
What does your mom? Does your mom have hobbies?
No.
No?
Home decor. Maybe like running, like exercise.
I could talk about running
a little bit. Yeah.
I can do running.
She hasn't done it necessarily in a while. But you could talk a little bit about exercise and stuff.
Yeah,
you'd get along there.
I wonder. I was gonna say I could talk about my mom. I don't know. I don't know how. I've never seen Amy and Ginger sit down.
I mean, I'm sure they're both like nice to each other.
Yeah,
like, to their faces. And they turn around and it's like red eyes.
It'd be really interesting to watch Amy and Ginger sit down and try and like relate, because Ginger would definitely try her damnedest to relate to Amy. Yeah, and I feel like Amy would just be like, I'm just gonna. I don't.
Yeah, your mom's definitely a talker, so like she'd be uncomfortable real quick and be like, "Oh no, I gotta say something."
I mean, that's where I get my like ability to talk forever, but then also my fear of silence, because whenever my mom was like quiet as a kid,
things were wrong.
Yeah, she was mad. Like she's like, "Oh God, I'm about to get my ass beat."
See, that's where I got my shyness, is because my parents don't talk to people, and then they're like, "Go talk to people." I'm like, You're standing in the side of the room, like what?
See, they were trying to raise you to be better than them because they didn't want to talk to people,
but they didn't know how to teach me to do that because they don't know how to do it.
It was like, go, just put yourself out there, boy. Have a good old time.
I saw a Bruce Lee quote where it's like, instead of giving your kids the things you never had, teach them the lessons you were never taught. I was like, that's sweet, but if you were never taught these lessons, then how can you teach them?
Yeah. I suppose that's an issue, but on that note of teaching lessons we never learned, let's help out some people on the internet
who need problems we've never seen.
Yeah, like hopefully, because I've been going to some different places this season. I figure I'm gonna start the season out right. Have some like really wacky questions.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you have your own questions, you can send us some to humorish.tm@gmail.com. Check out that description.
But we won't read them if they're lame. So be interesting.
I mean. Honestly, well, at this point, I'll read anything in there. I'll put you on the podcast and I'll like hella put you on blast.
Yeah, no, we'll destroy you.
we'll ruin you. Just like, so this person won't even give him like the dignity of a fake name. We'll call him out. We'll be sure you put your address in there. We'll shout out your address. We'll also at you on social media and be like, hey, this person's the dumbest. You should go and like #dumbbum on them. Or what's the kids they do these days? The clowns. Just do nothing but the clowns all over.
Yeah. And then if we roast you too hard, you can live in the fact that two guys on the internet just wasted half an hour of their life coming after you for absolutely no reason.
For no reason. And with no gain, might I add.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yeah, what do you say we hop in and like help out these people?
Let's do it.
Okay. So this first one, bit of a reader, and I'm dyslexic, so forgive me. The topic is girl at work acting weird. I work at a bar, and one day I walked into the glass washroom next to the bar, and a girl I work with who's kind of new started staring at me with a little smile as I walked in. She was sorting glasses and didn't look away, but I thought nothing of it. The next weekend, I needed to ask her where this food was going to as I was going, holding the plates, and she put her hand around my arm and she pointed out the table. When I walked back around to wrap the cutlery, she stood in front of me on the cabinet with her hands on her hips. She tilted her head to the side and she looked at me, wrapping the cutlery. And she said, "You make me sweat, Darren." And then comes to the side of me with her arms out for a hug and smiled, to which I backed off and I was thinking, what the fuck? She then dropped her arms and walked off. The next night, we were on the closing shift, and in the staff room at the end of the night, she was putting on her coat and scarf, and she said, "I haven't got a boyfriend, you know, Darren," and she smiled. What do I do?
Darren, do you need some help on picking up these signs? I
Yeah.
guess she's laying it pretty thick and clear.
I don't know, Noah. You're in this scenario, right? So you're working, you're just at Target or whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
And then this girl comes up to you and just like goes to hug you. What's your move?
What's my move? You can either play like bashful, like, oh, I'm shy, I don't let people touch me, and then it's like, oh, it's like a prize to be had. That's one way of going, or you just do it like a normal person.
I think I would,
and they appreciate you.
Absolutely, just like, was that a Heisman Trophy or whatever? Arm out, fucking arm up, you just stiff arm right in the face,
Boom.
just run past her. She's
There
like,
you go.
I got shit to do, woman. What are you doing out of the kitchen?
But I think they were in the kitchen. They were wrapping
Oh
cutlery.
shit, you're right. So
My bad. Then you pick her up. And
you
then
pick
you're
her
like,
up, dust her off, and you're like, good job, smack her on the ass, say good game.
and then stiff armor again.
And
Juke
then
her out.
stiff armor again.
Break
You're
her
like,
ankles.
Should have been ready. You saw it the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem is. Yeah, this guy's fucking dumb, right?
Yeah, no, very dumb.
Like, I don't know. Okay, so first of all, it is a little weird. Like, she's being very forward.
Is it? Didn't you say like one day or something? Was that somewhere in there?
It's just like the beginning is like just one day is like what he brought up.
So I guess just someone. They might know each other.
No, I think he was saying she's kind of new.
Okay.
And I did cut down the original prompt because the original prompt was like twice this length.
Okay.
And so he did say that like she's been working there like 2 months.
Okay.
And yeah, so she like stared at him though. Like normally if I like see a girl and I'm like trying to make eyes at her, right? Say in a workplace setting, which you shouldn't do. They say not to do workplace relationships. But no, like I've like, you know, been making eyes at someone, like they catch me looking at them. What I'll do is I'll do this move, and I want you to like try and describe this to like the audience because I don't know what my face actually looks like. So like say I'm like over there, wrap my cutlery.
You having a seizure? What's going on? Why is your eye twitching so much? Dude, your face, your double chin is like turning into a quadruple chin. Like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it is. There's the noise. It's coming out of him. Make it stop. So yeah.
So that's my move.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
No, but in reality, it was a little like he turned his head a little bit, made one eye like bigger than the other, and gave him like the eyebrow, like the smolder, as Finn would say in Tangled.
Yeah.
So
Here comes the smolder.
yeah, so that was the goal. I was seduced thoroughly.
Good.
So
Okay.
in
So
case
like,
you weren't aware,
like that's like my go-to move. Like it's never like the
the creepy smile.
yeah, and just like continue
The
washing.
pure stare of piercing eyes, and then just the lips without that movement from the eyes, so it looks like they're a serial killer.
Can't even do that. It's so hard. Like for those of you at home, yeah, I like made like very deep eye contact with Noah, which we are both uncomfortable with, by the way.
Which you said you can't do that. I feel like all my smiles are fake enough that I'm just so used to like not.
Oh, all of my smiles are just like my go-to, like that, the mouth open, perfect. Noah. That was beautiful.
You're gonna murder me.
Like, Noah attempted to do a double chin, but he's too like skinny, so he can't. So his
Sorry.
face just got like a little bit rounder. But, like, yeah, I mean, she is being like super forward. I've never once had a girl like come at me and just straight up been like, "You make me sweat." Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
like how do you react to that? Like,
I'm confused.
like
Yeah.
what kind of comeback? Because like this is
make
my
me
problem
sweat.
with like when I was on Tinder and like dating and stuff, is people will throw out these one-liners or these like sentences that are just statements that I can't add anything onto. Just like, oh yeah, I like Chance the Rapper. They're like, yeah, me too.
Okay.
All right, what do I say to that?
Yeah.
But then it's like stuff like that where it's like, you make me sweat.
I have a fan.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I don't exactly know what you want from me. So I don't know. Have you ever had to deal with like a overwhelming like coworker, like in any sense, like
Yeah.
romantic or not?
Yeah, I feel like because I'm a very like oblivious person, like this our friend Darren here, and so yeah, girls come on to me, and when they do, they come on hard because I don't realize, and then when I finally do realize, I'm like, oh, they're coming on too hard,
Yeah.
which is a bad scenario because the ones who aren't coming on too hard, I don't realize.
Yeah, and maybe like
No.
they were better and like less than like I don't know, because I feel like I like the subtle like hints. Like sometimes I'm a little bit dense and then I don't like pick them up.
For sure.
But I don't know. It's almost fun. Like I like that game of like cat and mouse where it's like, ooh, do they like me? Do they not like me? Probably don't like me. And then I go home and I cry.
Oh.
But like, yeah, no, Darren, my guy, you gotta go for it. If she's hot, of course.
I was about to say, I was like
Like, if
he's
she's-
not necessarily saying like he's into it. He didn't want
Yeah.
to hug her. He didn't want to like.
That's fair. This is like
But, yeah.
this is like one of those things where I guess he could be oblivious just because he's not attracted to
And
her.
maybe that's his. What does he do? He might realize that she's hitting on him.
Mm-hmm.
What does he do when he doesn't want to reciprocate? But this girl's being super forward.
Yeah. I guess you just have to tell her, right? Like you
Yeah.
either like
But if you're in like a kitchen scenario, something where it's real small and like tight area, like
you could
that
also
seems
try
painful.
and ask for shifts that she's not on if you like can talk to a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, she kind of weirds me out a little bit. Is it possible? I guess I'm also assuming,
Terminator.
Yeah, I guess I'm assuming
Darren
you're a
holds
better
that
worker.
kind of power. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm gone if she's here. So
Yeah. Imagine
it
him
out.
like being like a shithead, like kind of worker though, and just like calling in for shifts all the time, showing up half high, just like, hey, this girl, it's fucking creep me out, dude. Like I don't know. And they're like, okay, Darren, I'm gonna need you to go and take over like aisle 7. Fucking deal with it, okay? I don't have time for your bullshit, bud. You came in last week with a beer that you had just poured like a gram of marijuana into and called it a cannabis brew. So I'm just gonna say no on that one.
yeah, your word against hers. She hasn't even said anything. I'm already on her side. So
Yeah, like she's just better than you. She's just new. And the fact that she's a new face and I don't have to look at your fucking white guy dreads is just so good compared to like looking at a female face.
she has a little like peach fuzz mustache, and that's still better than the line on your jaw, that
Oh.
narrow, thin chin strap of a beard you got going on.
Yeah, dude, don't get me wrong. Like I hate like her Sasquatch hairy arms as much as like the next guy, but I'll take that any day over the pedo stash that you're like just rocking right there. That's just glistening with sweat. So I'm gonna need you to fucking go. So yeah, either just tell her
Yeah.
or don't.
Yeah, and
Get
if you're
over it.
into it, play back. Like, you know,
How
she's
do you-
gonna like that.
Yeah, how do you flirt, Noah?
How
I
do I
feel like I've
flirt?
asked you before. But how would you flirt in this scenario?
I mean, I flirt with like humor usually, so and like kind of like the negging, like being a little bit mean, like like you can't do this, whatever. Like
Yeah.
like watch a real pro wrap this silverware or something, and just little stuff like that, so they know I'm just like poking at them and stuff.
Yeah, no, I definitely like pull rank. I'm just like, I'm wrapping the silverware for your section, Becky. You should be on that. And then she's like, "Oh my god, like what a leader!" And so that's how I flirt. That's how I get my women. But yeah, let's help another person here really quick. They say, "I love to sing, but I hate my voice. I love to sing my favorite songs while I play the guitar and all, but lately I tried to record myself while singing and playing, and God, I hated how I sounded. Like, I couldn't stand hearing myself because I felt so bad compared to others. Even though when I'm singing, I think it's fine, but now I'm puzzled. I don't feel like continuing, and I can't just quit like that, but what should I do? Have you ever tried something and hated how it turned out?"
Yeah,
Podcasts.
most of the things I do. Yeah, I mean, one with like sound and recording. If you hear yourself back, you're not gonna like it. Like, I listen to our podcast, and I'm finally getting used to it after like 10 or so.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
It is. It's
Your
tough to
voice
critique
just
yourself.
sounds weird when you're listening to like the actual version as opposed to whatever's going through your bones. And
Yeah, it just resonates in your head like so much more different than what you think it is. So I would say, I don't know, like if you love to sing and you want to like pursue this, because it sounds like they're like pretty big into music.
yeah, and if people say you're good, you probably are. Like even if
Yeah.
you don't feel like you are, so you should at least like hold on to the little hope. Like don't let it go to your head.
Yeah, find like a trusted friend, I'd say, like, and really explain to them that like you care about this thing and you want to know what they think. because I know that can be tough when you're like, oh, like this is like close to my heart, and I want to get better, but I don't want to get hurt at the same time and feel like I'm bad. So like, and that's tough with singing. Like if I was just like, hey Noah, sing right now, like like you're not just gonna like sing it and be like amazing, you know? It's
Mary, did you know
She
that
didn't.
your baby boy
Go on. I'm so
supports the NRA?
Oh, that's not okay.
That's a different song.
But like,
Sorry, John Cozart. Yeah,
Like-
find someone who would know what they're talking about, and then
like if you're in school, like go to a choir teacher or something. I know it can be embarrassing. Like I faced the same kind of stuff with photography when I was first getting into it. Like I liked my photos, but I didn't know what like other people thought of my photos. And when I finally started opening up and showing people and asking like wholeheartedly, like that's the other thing. When you get critiques, you have to be like really vulnerable, and it sucks. It's tough, but like it'll honestly make you better in the long run. So that's what I would say. But
or get good,
or just get good, scrub.
Yeah,
Just
be better.
It
sounds like you suck ass. So
it's you do play guitar. I'll bet you go to like parties and just play Wonderwall.
Yeah.
Just in the corner.
Not even like well though. It's just like in the background.
Yeah.
Like you hear like light strumming.
He's
And then,
definitely playing it on an electric guitar without an amp. So it's just like the.
there's one person who's like, is that supposed to be Wonderwall?
Or maybe he just starts doing like Jason Mraz. It's just like
On like an electric car, it's supposed to be a ukulele.
Yeah. It's just like so like tinny and just bad. You know what? Actually, fuck you, dude. I hope that you don't sing well.
I was honestly imagining a girl. I don't know.
You want to sing?
You were thinking man, I was thinking girl. And I think it's ambiguous, but it's just kind of funny that like we just picked
I think it's my
different-
sexist mind
Probably.
saying that.
A woman can't be bad at music. She can't doubt herself.
Yeah.
She is strong and independent.
Exactly. That's what it was.
She should have been.
But yeah, no. So get good or go home. And on that note, we're gonna take a quick little break.
Thanks, sponsors.
Little break, pay the bill.
Listen to our ads.
Yeah, please.
I love you. And we're back.
Whoa!
That was Noah.
Whoa! That was Noah. Wait, you were Noah?
I'm
Who
Noah.
was Noah?
Then who am I? Wait, am I? I am bipolar. I'm sorry. I have multiple personalities. They get
That's
confused.
not what bipolar means.
No, I know. Do I know that? I don't know. One of my personalities knows that. One
Oh,
of
got
them
it. The other one doesn't.
Yep.
It's like one of them's diabetic.
Yep.
The other one is
Pretty
is
wacky.
black. Ooh, could that happen? Could you have a multiple personalities, but one of them be a different ethnicity? It's like, this one speaks Mandarin.
I mean, depends. Like, I guess if you say ethnicity, then that's culture, whereas race is like genetic. So they couldn't be a different race.
But they could have a different culture. That's fair.
Yeah.
Interessante. I found a way to get out of that.
Entomology, or whichever etymology, whichever one's the word study.
Etymology is words, I think.
Etymology.
Entomologist is
Bugs.
bugs.
We need an etymologist.
Yeah. Correct us if we're wrong. Okay. So, out of the break, Noah, ready? When 0.1 mole of atoms of an element reacts with chlorine, there's an increase of mass of 7.1 grams. What element could it be? A, carbon, B, sodium, C, magnesium, or D, aluminium?
Okay, so a mole's very small. Like very, 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 very small. Like just a few little atoms. 7.1 grams is a lot for something reacting. So it has to be really reactive, right?
Yeah.
Carbon isn't reactive. Sodium's a metal, so it's not reactive.
I'm bored.
Magnesium is reactive.
No, I'm
Aluminum is a
bored.
metal.
No, it was
so
a joke.
it's not reactive.
No, please stop.
I'm teaching.
No,
This is a learning podcast.
no,
it always
please.
has been.
I don't know.
The answer is magnesium, I swear.
Okay. It was a goof.
It was
I'm bored.
I'm
I'm so bored.
I bored myself.
So my
Sorry,
boyfriend,
that
My-
personality's a piece of shit.
my boyfriend thinks astrology / zodiac signs are ridiculous. Can someone put in a nutshell how factual and real horoscopes are? Noah, I have a fun little game for us to play. It's called Guess Your Zodiac. So
I know my zodiac. I don't have to guess.
guess it. What is it?
I'm a Taurus.
Wow.
Oh.
You guessed wrong.
Shit.
You were not born on April 24th.
Yeah, he
I
knows.
did it.
He knows.
Yeah, so I have in our Google Doc here a link to a horoscope website that based on your zodiac, it gives you your horoscopes. So I've had us before this go in and choose one of, not each, like 3 each, including our originals. So we're going to read them back to each other and try and guess who's like which one is which.
So you're going to read me 3 horoscopes. One of them is my actual horoscope.
Yes.
And I have to try and figure out which one's mine.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a Taurus, so I'm like strong and confident and stubborn and
But also
calm
shy
and right. Yeah. No.
and unsure. So, okay, here's the first one. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Your health could become an issue right now,
Nope.
but don't worry. Nothing too negative will develop. Okay.
That's it.
I'm just reading like the first line. I guess we could say, be grateful for what you have and don't reach for more right now. The time isn't right for acquiring material goods.
And that's the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
So the next one is, now is a good time to think about renewal in your life. A few old relationships that you may think are gone actually still have plenty of life left in them. Take a chance and send out a feeler or 2 today in the form of either an email or a phone call. You have nothing to lose and only things to gain. Growth is a powerful force, so spend some time nurturing something in your life.
That was number 2?
Yep. And then your bravery doesn't just enable you to face things like spiders, tall buildings, or unruly dogs. Your true bravery can be applied to something far more threatening: honest emotions.
Shit. I'm not ready.
Now is not the time to run away from confrontation just because you're scared of being hurt or exposed. This is a time you can realize your strength and step forward to accept the challenge of being honest with someone you love.
Okay. So the first one was something about health and then material possessions.
Yep.
The second one was like rekindling like
Relationships.
And the third one was about being brave. I'm going to say the Taurus was the first one.
No.
Ah, damn.
Do you have another guess?
Then it would be the Tauruses don't rekindle relationships, so it's got to be the last one then.
Yeah, that was it.
So it's bravery.
But does that reflect you?
No.
No?
I mean,
Of those 3, did one of them seem to be more like you than any of the others?
no. I don't know. Are we supposed to help her out? Or are we fighting for her? Or
It's
doing
a
hard
blind
facts?
study.
Okay, blind study. Good.
All right. So you could not guess it on your first attempt. Which
No.
one was you? Okay.
I was pretty confident in the first one because I know that like Tauruses are supposed to be like materially like grounded. They're not like all about emotions. They're usually not material possessions. So it's like, don't do that right now is kind of what it said. Like worry about your health and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's probably what it would be. But it didn't like feel more like me.
Do you want to know what they were?
Sure.
That was Gemini was the first one. Aries was the second one. And then Taurus was the last one.
Okay. Fair enough. I thought the second one sounded like an Aries.
I have no idea what an Aries is.
I only know like 4 of them.
Yeah.
So we'll read yours now and see if you can guess yours.
Oh my.
So the first one, getting in touch with your emotions is not a once in a lifetime thing. You need to stay on top of them, especially today when unexpected events could make your moods unpredictable. Just like your physical health, your emotional health requires regular maintenance. The more you use the muscle of communication and honesty, the better prepared you'll be for discerning situations. Open up and tell someone something you've been holding back.
Okay.
That is the first one.
Interesting.
The second one, strategic thinking is very important today, so don't make any moves without thinking long and hard about them. If you avoid getting involved with the stuff you're unsure of, you can avoid a lot of stress and uncertainty down the line. Someone is looking for a few pointers on how to handle a similar situation. You need to lead by example. There's more than just your fate riding on this, so take it slowly and carefully.
Huh. Okay. Number 2.
Number 2, and time for 3. There is a strong realignment going on among your friends, and parts of your circle may be breaking off into smaller units. You might not be aware of the magnitude of all the reshuffling, but that's only because it probably won't affect you. Give these people space and time they need to figure things out. You should definitely not get involved or pick sides. Maintain relationships with the people you want in your life. That's all you need to do.
Okay. So that one's like maintain your relationships currently.
Give people space if they need it.
Mm-hmm.
But friends is going to shift.
Yeah, the middle one was help someone in a similar situation as you.
Strategic thinking, similar. Don't get involved in too much.
Uh-huh. And then the first one was
getting in touch with your emotions is not a once in a lifetime thing.
okay. I'm gonna guess the second one was Aquarius.
Nope, that was a Pisces.
Oh damn. Okay. So then the first one.
Yep.
Okay.
So we both did it on our second try.
Yeah. That's so weird. Like it's just like it has no bearing over anything. I was like, the first one kind of sounds like me, and and it's kind of funny just like choosing it like that. It's a little bit vulnerable. Just like, oh, what do I think I am right now? It's like, what is that? So yeah, interesting. So I'm feeling like a Pisces right now, guys.
Yeah, my scope's really fluid. I'm a cusper.
Yeah, someone's gonna like come up in the comments now and tell us like, yeah, but like
You did a bad site. Like it's
like we used astrology.com. No, but they're gonna be like, it's like, yeah, I mean, like you have your sign, but like, what's your moon sign and your sun sign, your rising sign?
What's your Chinese year?
What about your I'm year of the monk of the tiger, actually.
Me too.
By the way.
We were
Oh
born
yeah,
in the
that's right.
same
We were
year.
born in the same year, of course.
Dude, okay, my star sign is a bull. And my year sign is a dragon. And I'm like, a fucking bull dragon. That's like a badass combination of sign. My brother's like a monkey, like
92?
man or something. And I'm like,
Is he 92?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was just something like that. And I was just like, mine sounds so much cooler than yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian's is a monkey, and June. I think he's I don't know. Is that a Cancer? I don't know. I don't know anything about him. Like I know mine, and that's about it. Well, I know Scorpio because I've like dated only Scorpios, which is
That's a thing. There's a reason.
no, no. It's just how it happens.
I just like the fuck people that were born in June. It really gets me
it's like
on.
August, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just for some reason like my last 2 or 3, not including current, have been. Oh wait, actually, I don't know when her birthday is. But maybe I shouldn't say that on the podcast. Like I don't know when. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, no, it's like been mostly Scorpios just by chance. And so I'm through with Scorpios. Like I'm just so done. So basically what we've done is we've shown you how factual your zodiacs are, which is like they're so factual.
They're so like very narrowed down to what's going on in your life, obviously.
Yeah. And you should definitely like do all of your daily decisions based off of the zodiacs.
Yeah, we do, obviously. We
very clearly.
We had tabs pulled up on our computer. You can't just do that on a whim.
It's true. You can't. That takes a whole like alt click.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never believed in this kind of stuff. I know you're not like really all that spiritual or like
Not at all.
super what is that? Superstitious. Superstitious.
I'm a man of science.
Hence
Hence why I knew the chemistry question. We need to go back to that moment because it was a good moment in this podcast.
Good job, Noah.
You want to? I'll just reenact
I'm
it for you real quick. So when 0.01 moles.
I am bored. And on that note, yeah, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. It's a short one. It's like always a short one every week. It's just kind of like a little. I know. Okay. I see you. Noah's pointing to his computer screen, just being like, "Hey, wait a minute. There's one more."
I've been lied to.
Yeah. No.
Bamboozled, if you will.
So
I feel made a fool of. I do not like this feeling.
But thank you guys for coming to season 2, episode 1 of I Don't Know Though. We're gonna end this episode with a final question.
Ooh,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
ask you.
plug it in the middle.
Yeah.
So that way they can't leave.
Exactly.
Whoa, we got 'em.
Marketing. Hey Noah, how do you tame a grizzly bear? I want to go out in the woods and just keep one, like a big dog.
Grizzly bears are alpha creatures, so you gotta punch it in the face, and it'll be like, damn, he's strong. And then, but if you're not strong, it doesn't work because he punches you back and you die.
Gotta get respect.
Yeah.
Get respect and give respect. And we'll see you guys next week when you guys will give us respect and we'll punch you in the face. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this Humorish podcast. You can email your questions to humorish.tm@gmail.com to get on the show. You can also find us on YouTube or on Twitter @humorish_TM or use the hashtag IDK Tho. That's the name of the show. The podcast music was Marigolds in May by Jamie Bathgate. Thanks for listening, guys.